So the team was built. We wanted like a pretty much like a couple veterans and people that have placed well, and we've also got like a couple young guns to like strive and push them, to be on their toes kind of thing. We kind of looked at like the untapped potential in Australia. Myself and Shocks have been in the pro scene for quite a while, but Luca is new on the scene, and he unfortunately missed out the year before. But he's one of our star players. And we combine them with like the duo of Zach and Kiz, who have placed really well, and they're aggressive SMGs. So that allows us to have good team cam. The roles will play out perfectly. Then we just have Tim and Paul, which is Brezzy and Phantoms, and they're pretty much always around us. Cracking jokes, having fun. But yeah, so we initially trialled everyone out, saw what the best fit was, and that's our starting roster at the moment. I think for Paris Legion, they wanted an actual full international team. I don't think it's ever been done. That was last year where I was in reciprocity, so it was like Europeans and an Australian. I think Splice tried it with Jerd, with some Americans, but it's never been multiple, like over two nations kind of thing, involved kind of thing. So to have people like across the globe and around the world, is pretty cool, and we can learn like about each other's cultures and whatnot. So I think it's pretty impressive. So the criticism didn't really affect us too much. I think we all know the potential that we all have. We had very limited practice. I think it was like 10 days since coming from Paris. We couldn't even scrim pro teams at that time because they did like a week in advance of like scrim schedule. But since coming to this event, we've actually scrimmed a few teams at the land setups, the practice stations, and we've actually been doing really, really well relative to the power rankings. So I think they're kind of like misguided just because people haven't seen us play. And if you look at the names on our team, they're not massive superstar big names, but we all know what to do and we all are just as good as these other big names. So yeah, the criticism didn't really affect us too much. If anything, it kind of like motivated us to try and prove as many people wrong, because I think we all like being an underdog, but like Kiz said earlier, it's cool being an underdog and I like being an underdog, but at the same time I kind of want to like receive credit. It's like myself and Zach, we came 6th last year, Kismet came 4th, so we definitely have like the potential to be one of the best teams in the CDL. But if people could just keep doubting us, that's fine by us. We'll just keep upsetting on the main stage.
PlayStation